Money Talks is sponsored by Astound Broadband, powered by Grande.
Well, interest rates are certainly on everybody's minds, and anyone looking for a house or a car that they need to finance or refinance is certainly realizing how much more expensive it will be now. And if you have credit card debt, you certainly know that your monthly payments are higher as well. So tonight on Money Talks, it's time to speak with a professional on interest rates. On Tuesday, the 30-year mortgage interest rate hit its highest mark in 30 years. Home sales slowed in July, and now with these much higher rates, certified financial planner Neil Vanoy says, forget about a refinance.
If you have a fixed mortgage with a low interest rate, it probably doesn't make sense to pay extra toward the balance. High inflation like we've had over the past few years will make your outstanding balance of your mortgage worth less in real terms.
If you have a low rate on your home already, Neil says, don't pay more towards the principal. You can get a much better return somewhere else.
And instead of paying more toward your mortgage with a low fixed interest rate, it might make sense to invest for higher potential returns. For example, for the 5 years ending this July 31st, inflation has averaged a little less than 4% per year, while the world stock market has returned over 8% per year, and U.S. investors, well, the S&P 500 has returned over 12% per year.
And remember, many credit cards or car loans are seeing interest rates, the likes of which many of us have never seen.
You want to be careful about taking on new debt in this environment. Overspending on something like a house or a car, that mistake could compound for years with the high interest rate.
In many cities, rent is on the rise, but if it's not, consider continuing that lease that you are currently in.
If you're looking for a place to live, don't automatically assume that buying is cheaper than renting. With mortgage rates hovering around 7% or maybe higher and low inventory keeping prices high, you could save maybe thousands of dollars a year by renting. And if you invest those savings, you could end up with a higher net worth in the future than you would have had if you had bought a home.
And remember, there's always a silver lining to higher rates. Leave it to the money guy to find it.
Bright side to high inflation is we get higher interest rates, and this will allow savers to earn more money on their cash. You can find high yield savings accounts that are FDIC insured, paying around 5% per year, which is a fortune compared to the interest we've received over the past 10 years or so.
And how's that savings? Well, a recent survey found that 70% of Americans have less than $1,000 in savings, which marked a significant increase from 2018 when that number stood at just 58%.